Alright, so as I was saying, we had some work done on the P-47 now. Things are happening. The wing's attached. I pick up the airplane, but the gear's not attached. It's just slipped on over the piano wire cores. Not glued up yet. I'm gonna be able to keep taking them off during the painting process. And so I didn't want to glue them on just yet. The canopy's on there, but it's not, the windscreen is still not glued, so I can remove that. The canopy's again going to be probably the last thing to go on the airplane. The windscreen will be glued on, and then that'll be the final gluing step. And then the canopy itself, the sliding part of it, does not glue to the airplane. It just slides back and forth in the track. It just pops into the track. Right, so anyway, there she is. Let me get this off of the tail. All right. Didn't realize that was hung up on there. So we've got a pretty good stance, I think. Anyway, there's a lot of light in here now, at least in my eyes. I don't know how it looks on camera. But there's our landing gear leg stance, pretty good. This should be almost parallel to the ground. We've got a little bit of a kick forward, but I think that's, again, because there's no glue on that. But the gear seems to be positioned pretty well. Again, these are going to twist until I glue them. So that's just not going to stay where I want it to until it's glued to the post. But overall, it looks like the airplane's going to, we might have a decent outcome here. I got a few things that I'm probably not going to talk about until I do them. Little detail things that I want to add to the airplane to make it look proper, more correct. I've talked about just about everything, but there might be one or two little things I can do that I haven't mentioned yet, just to bring it home a little bit. Right, okay, so anyway, here we are. The wings are glued on. We've got a decent stance. It could be a little sturdier, but I used a little bit thinner piano wire gauge than what I wanted to use. I just was having so much trouble with the complicated bends that it took to get that wire to run and swing at the right angle and make for a proper retractable look. I had to go down in thickness on that wire to where I could manage those bends pretty tight